Go.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kate Lacour, and do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Dame Darcy.
I'm Isabelle Doll. Hello.
And Isabelle, is that your full name? Do you have a title?
Oh, well, I'm Duchess Isabelle Doll, Esquire.
How do you prefer to be addressed? Isabelle?
Yes, please.
Isabelle, you look amazing.
Thank you. Always look really good.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you look so good? What's your self-care routine?
Well, I'm 94 years old, and I eat. I don't eat very much, and what I eat is cake.
Ah,
Yeah, I a lot of cake, and I really love apple crown because it is fancy. It is for royal people, and I am a French bourgeoisie aristocrat, so I drink apple crown because it's crown.
yeah, I understand you've lived in Paris, you've lived in New York City, and then you've traveled an awful lot.
Yes, I've been on tour a lot with Dame Darcy. I have my own Insta. It is Isabelle Doll, 1927. I was born in 1927. And I learned to say thank you when someone says I'm pretty. I used to just say, I know.
You're pretty.
Thank you. See, I learned. You can't teach an old doll new tricks, but you can teach them. Also, partly because I know a lot of tricks.
What can you do?
Oh, these are nasty tricks we don't like to talk about.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Well, so tell me, I understand that you're very cosmopolitan, traveled a lot, and for some time now you've been kind of sheltering in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I used to dance in the Moulin Rouge, and I met my sugar daddy person in Paris, and I moved to Long Island. I lived in a fancy part of Long Island, and then on my birthday, I met Dame Darcy, and she said it's her birthday, but it's my birthday. And then we got engaged, and I stole Dame Darcy's fiance. It's my fiance, my birthday, my house. Oh, and my parents are working all the time to get me a dollhouse, Meat Cake Manor. I wanted the Palace of Versailles, but then they said, we can't afford the Palace of Versailles, so we're just going to get Meat Cake Manor instead. But it's the same thing to scale for me, though.
Tell me about Meat Cake Manor.
It's going to be a big haunted dollhouse full of dolls. It's going to be really great. And witchcraft center and an artist retreat, studio, and goddess reparations center, and doll crafting.
How is it living with two artists, right? I've heard that artists are kind of hard to live with. Do you consider yourself an artist? Are you a muse? Are you a bad influence, a sister? How do you guys connect?
I'm a baby grandma, and I am an artist. I'm a singer, dancer, and just in general, you know, I am bourgeoisie. I don't work, so I am not the working class. My parents work all day, every day, and I just don't do anything. I don't even clean my house. I'm just saying that because I don't have to. I don't want to. And they are they have very interesting personalities. I would say, well, okay, so we all took the Myers-Briggs test. Is that how you say it?
Briggs?
Yeah, we took that test. Did you take that test? Have you taken it?
I did. I forgot what I was, but apparently nobody is that. What are you?
I INTJ. So no, I'm sorry. I'm an ENTJ. Sorry. Extrovert and intuitive, thinking and judging.
Mm.
Because I'm a Gemini, thinking all the time. Think.
Do you know your astrological sign?
Yeah, I'm a Gemini, and I think I have a Scorpio moon and a Sagittarius rising.
Hmm.
And my parents are Pleasant Art. Mr. Pleasant is my fiance and my parent. I know it's weird. And Dame Darcy is my grandma baby, and I'm her grandma baby.
This is a very unconventional family constellation. I understand there are other dolls in the household as well. How do you guys get along?
Well, I would introduce you to them, but my house is really, really messy and cluttered. And I told Dame Darcy she needs to clean it up. And she said, "You clean up your own mess." And now it's just, I'm never going to clean it. So just messy. But
Who gives in first?
well, my best friends are Drusilla Hastings. She's a French boudoir doll like me, except she's not like a fancy one like me. I think she's a rag doll made in the 20s by someone's granny to look like a French boudoir doll. And she has, she takes care of all the babies, and she's a Baptist Sunday school teacher from the South. And she's married. She's been married a long time to Captain Chester Hastings. And I told her, "Captain Chest Hair, ew."
Let me ask you a question about dolls. I've noticed that there's a bit of a size range in both your household and like the larger doll world. How is it relating to dolls who are larger than you or smaller than you? Does it ever make it difficult to socialize, swap clothing, relate?
Well, that's kind of why I like Doll World. And I think that, remember that Alice in Wonderland story where Alice got really small and then really big, and it just didn't really matter because that's kind of the way it is in Dollland. You can be really tiny, really big. I'm 2'9", so I'm really tall for
Yeah.
doll. But in people world, I'm little, but I'm really tall. I'm usually taller than most dolls, but what?
Willowy. You have a
Thank
willowy
you.
doll.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. And nobody these days even knows about the Belle Epoque. And it makes me so upset that they don't remember, because it was such a wonderful time for fashion. And I really love Rococo style, even though I am from the 20s. And and also I don't think, the thing about dolls is I think there's like in doll world there's like way more girls than boys, like way more girls.
I noticed
And
that.
boys are clowns,
Mhm.
or
Teddy
maybe
bears. Sometimes dolls I see paired with teddy bears. Maybe an act
yeah,
of
boys are
inspiration.
bears, clowns, and sometimes they're I don't know, but they're not just like pretty girls. Like mostly in doll world, it's just a bunch of pretty
Mhm.
girls.
Yeah.
Um, That's what I like about Doll World. You can just be, it doesn't matter. It's just a weird fantasy. There's no racism. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
There's no, and everybody's like different species, races, everything. It just doesn't even matter.
Anything goes.
It's egalitarian that way.
That's beautiful. Speaking of Rococo and style, do you have like a style icon, at least currently, who you look to as far as attitude, look, just way of being in the world?
Well, okay, so my favorite movie, okay, I have two favorite movies. Well, I have more than two favorite movies, but I think I like the style in these movies. I really like Marie Antoinette.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That
totally.
wonderful movie. Everything in it is absolutely perfect and delicious and the most bestest movie ever because it combines the fashions of Rococo and then 80s new wave music. And I love, love, love both those things. And then, but I sing a lot of 20 songs and stuff like that. I really love the 20 styles. And then my other favorite movie is, I think, also maybe a Rococo movie, and it's Interview with a Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really cute, funny rom-com. And the little girl in that movie, oh, just realized they're both starring Kirsten Dunst.
There you go. And great hair in both those movies.
Oh my God, yes.
So much great hair.
Oh my God.
Speaking of hair, can you tell me about your hair? Is that human hair?
It is
It
a,
truly looks beautiful.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Um, you look very beautiful yourself. Um, it is a, what do they call it? Um, it's a Marceau wave.
Ah,
What is that lamb hair called?
merino?
No, it's like, what is it called? I can't remember right now, but it's made out of that lamb hair that's really soft.
Incredible. You and Darcy have a very similar texture and color. I was thinking that you might have shared locks there. Um,
Oh, sometimes we have like sometimes we wear different kind of falls and weaves and stuff that we like put like white girl weaves and stuff we put in and like during the falls and those those fluffy hair scrunchies and stuff like curling. We like to play around with different looks like that and um we're related, that's why we have the same hair. Everybody says that about our hair. It's just kind of messy and wavy. It's hard to keep it under control.
windblown. That's a totally valid look.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Well, I'm not a mermaid though. I don't go in the water. Dame Darcy is a mermaid, and she goes in the water. She has a fin. She's swimming.
Yeah, so
She's
when
a.
she's swimming around, where are you?
I don't go in the water. I've been on the boat.
You'll be
And
on like the chaise lounge?
yeah, I mean, I like the nautical style because I like Rococo fashion, which is a French aristocratic nautical themed style. So I have like a hat with a three-corner hat, like a tri-corner hat with the ship on it. And I have, some mermaid costumes and stuff, but I'm not really a mermaid. I live in Dollland 24 hours a day.
So, question about doll land. Something that's very interesting to me is doll bodies. I would imagine that you would have some advantages being made of fabric and similar materials versus being made of meat.
Oh, yes. Definitely, because when Dame Darcy is really old, let's say Dame Darcy is like 97, I'll be 130 and I'll probably still look pretty and basically the same. So basically, it's like having a parrot as a pet where you have to like gift your parrot to your other children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Gifted to someone in the future probably because I'm going to outlive everybody. And Dame Darcy took me to the doll museum in Manhattan one time a long time ago, and they had all these pretty dolls. They had interesting dolls and dolls from a doll from Egypt, Native American corn husk doll, all these fascinating dolls. And then she said, "Do you what do you think about the dolls today? Dolls of other cultures, you learning anything? And I was like, they are not as pretty as me, so whatevs. And then we looked, but then again, how pretty is like a mummy gonna be, right? Like a mummy shriveled up doll. But and sometimes I don't always understand like why people are showing me things, because if they're not pretty, I just don't understand it, like everybody said, don't be such a mean girl. And I don't even know what that means. I don't know what mean girl means. All I know is if you're not like entertaining to me, if you're not amusing me, or you're not pretty, I don't even understand why you're talking, you know what I mean? It's very annoying. And we saw this doll inside of a little drawer, and picture from the Victorian times of her doll mommy, who was like 7, and the mommy had died a long time ago in the Victorian times from some kind of childhood disease that's gone now or whatever. And then the picture of the doll with the mommy was hanging above the drawer, and then the doll was inside the drawer. And I was like, your mommy's dead and my mommy's alive, ha 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 ha, and jumping on her box. And then the guard was like, don't touch that.
They didn't understand.
I don't know why everybody's yelling at me to not do things, want to do what I want.
Are there any kind of dolls that you encountered that freak you out? I was thinking about the nesting dolls in particular, how there's a big one, little. I mean, we all have a multitude inside of us, but I wonder how that, something like that would have resonated for you.
Well, okay, so I believe in past lives. I think that's real, because why not, right? No, why not? And I think those dolls represent past lives. I think it represents like when a mommy has a baby, so it's like multi-generational
My
too.
God, yeah, it's like the whole thread going all the way back.
Yeah, and I like all that stuff. I like all those takes on that kind of doll. Those dolls don't really scare me. I'm trying to think of what scares me. I'm not really scared of other dolls, and I'm not really scared of anything because I have a knife and I can cut a bit, so I don't care. But what I get scared of is fire. I'm scared of fire, really scared of fire. And I'm scared of dogs. I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs running away with me in their mouth. That's a nightmare I have sometimes, where the dog ran off with me in its mouth. It's really scary.
Jeez. How are you keeping yourself busy during lockdown? I understand you're a performer, you're a woman about town. The nightlife must be a big part of your life and performance and such. How are you keeping yourself engaged with your fans? And what are you doing with your days now that we're more indoors?
Well, okay, so I used to be a cabaret star at the Naughty Nautical Night Cabaret in Manhattan. I used to have a TV show that Lisa Hammer was the director, and it was called Turn of the Century, and I starred in so many movies. But this whole time I've been recording an album. It's called Isabelle Sings. We're gonna put it out on Bandcamp, I think, for downloading. And I'm starting to make TikTok videos, animation videos to go with my album. And then I've been making videos on TikTok and posting on my Instagram a lot, pictures of things and videos. And, I sing in little 20 songs and hanging out with my friends, but really mostly I mean, I don't really want to say this, but we've been drinking a lot.
What's a reasonable hour to start?
Isabel. I guess she's honest. I guess she's honest about alcoholic.
It's been such a pleasure talking to you, Love. Can you remind us where to find you on Instagram and your mommy, girlfriend, sister, Darcy, as well on the socials?
Yeah, and Isabelle Doll 1927 on Instagram. 1927, the year I got born. And Dame Darcy is at Dame Darcy on Instagram. And Dame Darcy is just Dame Darcy everywhere, like TikTok and all the social medias, damedarcy.com, everything. She's been making a new tarot deck, cat deck. It's called Witchy Cat Tarot. It's a witch and cat theme deck at the same time. It's the third tarot deck in the series, and it's coming out pretty soon, like in a couple of months. So I've been watching her draw that and being like, hurry up, bitch, and draw that and make all the money so we can get our house. Get me my house, bitch.
Thank you so much, Isabel. It's been a joy.
Enchanté. Aussi, mon ami.